Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed the two broad category of the errors in measurement, that is the systematic error and the random error. Now let us elaborate the different types of the systematic error. So first type of systematic error is the instrumental error or instrumental error. This type of error arises in the measurement due to the improper calibration. Improper calibration or imperfection in the design of instrument. Improper calibration or imperfection in the design of the measuring instrument. For example, a thermometer. It has 0 marking here and 100 degree centigrade marking here. Now, if we dip the or insert the bulb of this thermometer in the ice cold water, then it should read 0 degree centigrade. And if we insert this bulb in the boiling water, then it should read the 100 degree centigrade. That is, the mercury should rise up to the 100 degree centigrade. Suppose the mercury is not rising up to the 100 degree centigrade, but it is rising up to the 110 degree centigrade. When you dip the bulb of this thermometer in the boiling water, the mercury level rises more or higher than this 100 degree centigrade marking of this thermometer. It means that this thermometer is not properly calibrated. It is imperfectly designed from the factory. So it gives the error. Or you can say, suppose that there is an ammeter of suppose 3 ampere range, 0 to 3 ampere range, and the current it reads suppose here 2 ampere marking, but the current in the circuit is 2.1 ampere, but this meter is showing only 2 ampere. So this is due to improper calibration of this ammeter. So this is the one type of systematic error. Now the second type of systematic error is imperfection in the experiment technique or procedure. So second is imperfection in experimental technique or procedure. The systematic error arises also due to the imperfection in the experimental technique or the procedure. For example, you know that there are 2-3 ways of measuring the body temperature. The clinical thermometer, you can measure your body temperature by inserting the bulb of this thermometer in the armpit. You can insert your thermometer bulbs in the armpit. So you measure the temperature. That temperature will not give you the correct reading of your body temperature. As if you put this bulb in the mouth and close your mouth, that can give you the correct reading of your body's temperature. So here the procedure that we have adopted for measuring the temperature, that is wrong in the armpit. So if there is a imperfection in the measuring technique or experimental technique, then also the error arises. Or the procedure that we follow, that is wrong. Now third type of error, that is the personal error. Personal error that depends on the person measuring the physical quantity, that is, it varies from person to person. For example, suppose there are 5 students who are measuring there is a measuring cylinder and there is some water in this measuring cylinder. These are the markings 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 ml, and there is water here in this measuring cylinder. So this reading of this water in this measuring cylinder will be actually this lower meniscus. So some of the students measure this portion, the higher portion of this cylinder, some of measures the middle portion, some this lower. So actually the lower meniscus will give you the correct reading of the volume of the water in this measuring cylinder. Now one more thing, if you want to measure the volume or read the volume of this water in the measuring cylinder, so you have one more precautions you have to take into account. You have to keep your eye level in the level of the lower meniscus. If you look at the top or look at the bottom of this meniscus, again then the reading will be wrong. Or suppose there is an ammeter or voltmeter. Suppose voltmeter of 5 volt range. 5 volt range. Now, if this is the pointer, which is measuring 1.2 volt. Now, if we observe from this side, so it will show the reading 1.3. It will appear that it is 1.3 volt. Now, if we measure from this side, so it will appear that it is 1.1 volt. So what is the correct way? We have to keep our eye just above the needle. If we keep our eye just above the needle, not to the left or not to the right, then it will give you the correct reading 1.2 volt. So this is the error that arises or that varies from person to person. This personal error, as its name indicates, it depends on this person also. This personal error depends on the person who is measuring the physical quantity. Now the random error. Actually, we have discussed random error, that random error does not propagate in one direction. It can have any sign, shape or size of the measurement. Now, one such error is list count error. List count error. So let me tell you what is list count. First, list count is the minimum measurement. It is the minimum measurement that can be done by an instrument. It is the minimum measurement that can be done by an instrument. For example, a meter scale. In a meter scale, we have 0 here, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and 1 centimeter. We have 10 divisions. So, one division is of 1 millimeter. Similarly, vernier caliper. So, the list count of this meter scale will have the list count of 1 millimeter. Now there is device vernier calipers. So vernier calipers has the least count of 0.01 centimeter or 0.1 millimeter. Similarly, we have the device screw gauge that you will use. These devices you will use for doing the experiment gauge, which has the least count of 0.001 centimeter or 0.01 millimeter. What does this show and how does this least count arise? Actually, suppose we have a rod of length 5.34 centimeter. Now if we try to measure the length of this rod with the help of a meter scale, so what is its least count in centimeter? In millimeter it is 1 millimeter, but in centimeter it is 0.1 centimeter. So it can do perfect measurement up to the first decimal place, that is up to the 5.3 it can measure correctly, but it can't measure up to the second decimal place correctly. So which device we use? We will use this device which has the least count 0.01 centimeter. Here the least count is up to the second decimal place and our reading is also up to the second decimal place. So this vernier calipers will measure the correct, will give you the correct reading, or it will measure this length perfectly, but not this one. But if we try to measure this length with the help of a meter scale, then there will be an error. Why? Because up to the second decimal place there is uncertainty. So the uncertainty arises here, that is the least count error. So this was all about the systematic and the random error. We have more other types of error also that we will discuss on the next term. Thank you.